The courtroom erupted in chaos as Sophia Harrington, the poised daughter of billionaire magnate Victor Harrington, tearfully accused his loyal driver, Leo Rivera, of assaulting her in the family garage. Handcuffs clicked around Leo's wrists before he could utter a word, his world crumbling as Victor's furious gaze bored into him, sealing his fate with a single, damning nod. 3 years later, released from prison with nothing but scars and secrets, Leo stood outside the Harrington mansion, ready to unleash a truth that would topple an empire built on lies. Leo had always been the invisible man in the Harrington household. At 28, with his sharp jawline and quiet demeanor, he navigated the opulent streets of Manhattan as Victor's personal chauffeur, ferrying the family through their glittering lives. Victor, the ruthless CEO of Harrington Industries, demanded perfection, and Leo delivered it flawlessly, until Sophia's accusation shattered everything. But the real story began long before that fateful night. It started with Jordan Harrington, Victor's only son and heir apparent. Jordan was 25, Ivy League educated, with tousled blonde hair and eyes that hid a storm of unspoken desires. From the moment Leo first drove him to a board meeting, their conversations sparked something deeper. Late-night rides turned into confessions. Jordan's pressure to marry into wealth, his father's expectations to continue the legacy, and the suffocating weight of hiding his true self. Leo, openly gay but discreet in his professional life, listened without judgment, sharing his own stories of growing up in a conservative Latino family that disowned him at 18. One rainy evening, as Leo pulled into the underground parking of Jordan's penthouse, their hands brushed accidentally, or so it seemed. Jordan's breath hitched, and in that charged silence, he leaned in. Their first kiss was tentative, born of years of repression, but it ignited a fire neither could extinguish. "This could ruin us both," Leo whispered, pulling back. Jordan's response was fierce, "Or save us." From then on, they stole moments in shadows, secret dinners in hidden cafes, whispered promises in the back seat of the limo. But love in secrecy bred paranoia. Sophia, Jordan's younger sister by 2 years, was the family's golden child. Sharp-witted and ambitious, she eyed her brother's position with envy, knowing Victor favored sons in his patriarchal world. One night, she stumbled upon them in the garage, Jordan and Leo, entangled in a passionate embrace. Her shock twisted into rage, not just at the discovery, but at the threat to the family image. Victor was a vocal conservative, donating millions to anti-LGBT causes, preaching traditional values in boardrooms and galas. Exposure would be catastrophic. Instead of confronting them, Sophia plotted. The next day, she fabricated the assault story, complete with staged bruises and a tearful police report. "He attacked me when I was alone," she sobbed to her father. Victor, blinded by paternal fury, fired Leo on the spot and pressed charges. Jordan, horrified, begged his sister to recant, but she hissed, "This is for the family. You'd thank me if you weren't so weak." Jordan's silence in court haunted him. Fear of disinheritance and societal backlash kept him mute as Leo was sentenced to 3 years for a crime he didn't commit. In prison, Leo's days blurred into a haze of regret and resolve. He replayed every stolen glance with Jordan, questioning if their love was worth the ruin. Letters from Jordan arrived sporadically, smuggled through mutual friends, filled with apologies and vows of waiting. But doubt crept in. Had Jordan abandoned him? The isolation amplified his inner turmoil. Was he a fool for loving someone from a world that viewed him as disposable? Therapy sessions in the prison program forced him to confront his own internalized shame, the echoes of his family's rejection merging with society's disdain. Upon release, Leo emerged changed, harder, but with a clarity forged in fire. He took a job as a mechanic in Brooklyn, scraping by while piecing together evidence. Old security footage from the garage, mysteriously deleted but recoverable through a hacker friend, showed the truth. No assault, only Sophia's calculated entry after spotting him and Jordan. But revenge wasn't simple. It meant dragging Jordan into the light, forcing him to choose between family and truth. Jordan, meanwhile, had risen in Harrington Industries, engaged to a socialite named Elena to appease his father. The engagement party was a lavish affair at the family estate in the Hamptons, where champagne flowed and deals were sealed. But Jordan's smiles were hollow. Nights were spent staring at old photos of Leo, wrestling with guilt. "I should have fought for him," he confessed to his reflection. The pressure mounted. Victor's health was failing, and the board whispered about succession. Coming out now would mean losing everything. The company, his inheritance, his identity as the perfect son. Sophia, thriving as Victor's right hand, sensed Jordan's unrest. "Forget him," she warned during a tense lunch. "That driver was a mistake. We're Harringtons, we don't bend to whims." But her words rang false. Her own secrets bubbled beneath. A hidden affair with a married executive, driven by the same desperation for power that fueled her betrayal. As Leo plotted his return, a chance encounter reignited the flame. Spotting Jordan at a charity gala from afar, their eyes locked across the room. Jordan excused himself, following Leo to a quiet balcony. "I never stopped loving you," Jordan whispered, tears glistening. Leo's heart ached, but anger surged. "You let them destroy me." The confrontation was raw, exposing wounds neither had healed. Jordan admitted his cowardice, the fear of Victor's wrath and societal exile. "But I'm ready now," he said. "Help me end this." Their reunion was tentative, built on fragile trust. They met in secret again, planning to expose Sophia's lie. But the decision weighed heavy. For Leo, it was justice. For Jordan, it was self-liberation at the cost of family bonds. As they delved deeper, they uncovered more. Victor's company had suppressed LGBT employees, firing them under false pretenses. The revenge plot evolved into a crusade against hypocrisy. Tension escalated when Sophia discovered their meetings. She confronted Jordan in his office, voice low and venomous. "You'll ruin us all. Father will disown you." Jordan's resolve cracked but held. Better ruined than living a lie. The siblings' clash highlighted the family's fractures. Sophia's ambition versus Jordan's authenticity, both products of Victor's domineering shadow. Leo, watching from the sidelines, grappled with his role. Was he using Jordan for revenge, or truly fighting for love? The moral quandary gnawed at him. Destroying the Harringtons might free Jordan, but at what price to his soul? The plan unfolded meticulously, a web of evidence and alliances. Leo and Jordan spent nights in a dingy motel on the outskirts of the city, poring over documents. Leo's hacker friend, Miguel, a fellow ex-con with a grudge against the elite, dug into Harrington Industries servers. What they found was damning. Emails showing Victor's orders to bury discrimination lawsuits, including one from a gay executive fired years ago. "This isn't just about me anymore," Leo said, his voice steady. Jordan nodded, but his hands trembled. Betraying his family felt like severing a limb. Victor's health deteriorated rapidly, a heart condition exacerbated by stress. In his sprawling Upper East Side penthouse, he summoned Jordan for a private talk. "Son, the company needs you strong. Marry Elena. Secure the merger." Jordan's throat tightened. The weight of expectation crushed him. He thought of Leo's touch, the freedom it promised, versus the gilded cage of legacy. "What if I can't?" he ventured. Victor's eyes narrowed. "Then you're no son of mine." The ultimatum hung like a guillotine, forcing Jordan to question his path. Was love worth orphaning himself? Sophia, sensing the shift, ramped up her defenses. She hired a private investigator to tail Jordan, uncovering photos of him with Leo. "This ends now," she declared, storming into Jordan's apartment. The siblings' argument exploded, years of resentment spilling out. "You framed an innocent man to protect your precious image," Jordan yelled. Sophia's facade cracked. "I did it for us. For the family, you were throwing it all away for him. Her voice broke, revealing her own insecurities. Always second to Jordan, fighting for scraps of approval. The confrontation left both shattered, highlighting the toxic dynamics bred by their father's favoritism. Leo, meanwhile, faced his own demons. Returning to his family's old neighborhood in Queens, he encountered his estranged brother, Carlos, at a local bar. "You brought shame on us?" Carlos spat, echoing their parents' words. Leo's defense was passionate. "Love isn't shame. Hiding it is." The exchange stirred old wounds, making him doubt if exposing the Harringtons would heal or merely spread pain. But Jordan's calls pulled him back. "We have to do this together." As the plot thickened, they recruited allies. Elena, Jordan's fiancée, proved unexpectedly sympathetic. In a clandestine meeting at a coffee shop, she confessed, "I knew about your preferences. Victor pushed this marriage for business." Her revelation added layers. She too was trapped, in a loveless arrangement for her family's sake. "Help me get out, and I'll testify against Sophia," she offered. The alliance formed a fragile coalition, each member sacrificing for truth. High society buzzed with rumors as leaks began. An anonymous tip to a tabloid hinted at scandals in Harrington Industries. Victor, bedridden, raged from his hospital room, demanding Sophia contain the damage. "Fix this or we're done." Her desperation led to a desperate move. She approached Leo directly, offering a hefty bribe to disappear. "Take the money. Leave my brother alone." Leo's refusal was cold. "You took 3 years of my life. Now you'll pay." The meeting escalated into a heated debate on morality. Sophia argued her actions protected the family from societal judgment, while Leo countered that lies bred destruction. "Your protection is poison," he said. For the first time, Sophia glimpsed the human cost, her confidence wavering. But pride won. She stormed out, vowing war. Jordan's internal conflict peaked during a board meeting. As executives discussed expansions, he imagined a future without deception. Running the company openly, advocating for change. But Victor's voice echoed, "Weakness destroys empires." That night, in Leo's arms, he broke down. "What if I lose everything?" Leo's response was tender yet firm. "You'll gain yourself." Their bond deepened, love becoming the anchor amid chaos. External pressures mounted. Anti-LGBT groups, funded by Victor, picketed outside Harrington offices, sensing vulnerability. Media hounded the family, forcing Jordan to dodge questions. The societal backlash he feared materialized, testing his resolve. Friends distanced themselves, whispers of disgrace following him. Leo, accustomed to prejudice, coached him, "This is the fight. For us, for others like us." A pivotal betrayal came from within. Miguel, the hacker, demanded more payment, threatening to sell the data. Leo confronted him in a tense alley standoff. "We trusted you." Miguel's sneer revealed his cynicism. "Trust is for fools in your world." The incident forced Leo to question alliances. Was revenge corrupting him? He paid up, but the seed of doubt grew. As the anniversary of Leo's arrest approached, they finalized the exposure. A press conference with evidence. Jordan practiced his speech, heart-pounding. "I'm gay, and I've hidden it too long." The words liberated and terrified him. Sophia, intercepting a draft, pleaded one last time. "Don't do this to father." Jordan's reply was resolute. He did this to himself. The build-up created unbearable tension. Victor's doctor warned of fatal stress, adding ethical weight. Would revelation kill him? Jordan agonized. Filial duty versus personal truth. Leo, too, wavered. Maybe we stop. But momentum carried them forward, decisions irreversible. In a quiet moment, overlooking Central Park, Leo and Jordan shared dreams of a future unburdened. "No more hiding," Jordan said. Leo smiled, but worry lingered. The cost might be steeper than imagined. The press conference loomed like a storm on the horizon. Jordan paced his office, script in hand, while Leo coordinated logistics from a safe house in Brooklyn. Evidence packets were prepared. Footage, emails, witness statements from former employees. Elena, true to her word, provided affidavits detailing Victor's coercive tactics. "This frees us all," she said in a hushed call. But freedom's price gnawed at Jordan. Disownment, financial ruin, public scorn. Victor's condition worsened. Doctors recommended hospice. Sophia, at his bedside, manipulated the narrative. "Jordan's under bad influence," she whispered, planting seeds of doubt. Victor, frail but fierce, summoned Jordan. The hospital room reeked of antiseptic and regret. "Son, rumors swirl. Deny them." Jordan's hesitation spoke volumes. "I can't lie anymore, Dad." Victor's face contorted in betrayal. "You're destroying our name." The outburst triggered a heart episode, monitors beeping wildly. Jordan fled, guilt crashing over him like waves. Was honesty worth a father's life? Leo comforted him that night in their hideout. He built this on sand. It was bound to crumble. Their embrace was desperate, love clashing with reality's brutality. Leo's own scars resurfaced, prison flashbacks of isolation, mirroring Jordan's current turmoil. "We pay for who we are," Leo murmured. The conversation delved deep into ethics. Is outing oneself a right or a weapon when it harms others? Societal backlash intensified. Conservative media labeled Jordan a traitor to tradition, while progressive outlets hailed potential heroism. Friends divided. Some offered support, others ghosted. Jordan's socialite circle evaporated, exposing shallow alliances. "This is what I feared," he confessed to Leo. The isolation amplified his inner conflict, craving acceptance yet defiant. Sophia struck back ruthlessly. She leaked partial stories to friendly journalists, painting Leo as a vengeful ex-con manipulating Jordan. "He's using my brother for revenge," she claimed in interviews. The smear campaign worked. Public opinion swayed, questioning Leo's motives. Leo faced harassment, threats at his job, vandalism on his car. "Maybe she's right," he doubted aloud. Jordan's reassurance was fierce. "No, we're in this together." A surprise ally emerged. Victor's longtime assistant, Martha, a closeted lesbian who'd suffered in silence. In a tearful meeting at a park bench, she shared stories of discrimination. "Your father fired my partner years ago. Expose it all." Her testimony added weight but also complexity. Revenge now affected innocents like her. As D-Day approached, Jordan's engagement to Elena dissolved publicly. She released a statement supporting him, citing mutual respect. Victor, recovering slightly, disowned Jordan via lawyer. No inheritance for betrayers. The blow was devastating. Jordan's world shrank to Leo and their cause. "I've lost my family," he wept. Leo's response highlighted the theme. Family isn't blood, it's choice. The conference venue buzzed with reporters. Jordan stepped to the podium, Leo in the wings. "Today, I reveal truths long hidden." He detailed his sexuality, Sophia's frame job, and corporate bigotry. Evidence flashed on screens. Gasps echoed. Sophia, watching from afar, rushed to damage control, but it was too late. Stocks plummeted. Board members resigned. Victor's reaction was cataclysmic. From his bed, he watched the broadcast, clutching his chest. "My son, a disgrace." Sophia consoled him, but cracks showed. Her role exposed, she faced legal scrutiny for perjury. "I did it for you," she pleaded. Victor's silence was damning. Post-conference, chaos ensued. Jordan and Leo fled to a safe hotel, pursued by paparazzi. In the quiet aftermath, they confronted the fallout. "Was it worth it?" Jordan asked. Leo pondered. Liberation came with loss, jobs, security, relationships. But in each other's arms, they found solace. "Yes, because we're free." Legal battles loomed. Sophia sued for defamation, but evidence mounted against her. Prosecutors reopened Leo's case, vindicating him. Victor, isolated, reflected on his legacy. A bedside confession to Sophia revealed his own repressed past. A youthful same-sex fling buried for ambition. "I was wrong," he whispered. The admission humanized him, adding tragic depth. Jordan visited his father, a tense reconciliation. "I love you, but I can't be who you want." Victor's weak nod hinted at change, but pride lingered. The encounter forced Jordan to weigh forgiveness against justice. Leo's journey culminated in therapy, processing trauma. Revenge healed nothing, he realized. Their love evolved stronger but scarred. Plans for a quiet life emerged. Advocacy work, perhaps starting a foundation for LGBT rights in corporate America. Yet, shadows persisted. Sophia's trial approached, her defense claiming coercion by Victor. The family rift deepened, each member paying dearly. Jordan's public coming out inspired others, but personal costs mounted: depression, anxiety. In reflective moments, Leo and Jordan debated choices. Did we choose right? The question lingered, echoing moral ambiguities. With the scandal rippling through headlines, Harrington Industries teetered on collapse. Investors fled. Lawsuits piled up from discriminated employees. Jordan, now persona non grata, watched from exile in a modest apartment with Leo. "This is our new normal," he said, staring at empty bank statements. The fall from grace was humbling, forcing him to confront privilege's illusion. Leo, ever pragmatic, took odd jobs, driving Ubers, fixing cars, while Jordan sought entry-level work, his resume tainted. Their relationship strained under pressure. Arguments flared over finances. "You gave up everything for me?" Leo accused. Jordan countered, "I gave it up for us." The tension exposed vulnerabilities. Jordan's adjustment to normal life clashed with Leo's resentment of past inequalities. Therapy sessions became lifelines, delving into power dynamics. Was their love equal or shadowed by class? Sophia's trial gripped the nation. In court, she testified tearfully, "I panicked. Society's expectations. Father's demands." Her lawyer painted her as a victim of patriarchal pressure, sparking debates on accountability. Leo, called as a witness, faced her across the room. "You ruined my life," he stated calmly. Sophia's apology was halting. "I'm sorry. I was afraid." The moment humanized her, blurring villainy. Victor, too weak to attend, followed via livestream. His testimony, recorded from bed, admitted complicity. "I fostered this environment." The confession shocked, revealing a man broken by his own prejudices. Post-trial, he reached out to Jordan via letter. "I was wrong. Forgive an old fool." Jordan's response was guarded. Forgiveness a slow process. Societal discourse exploded. Talk shows dissected the case. Conservatives decried woke destruction. Liberals praised transparency. Jordan became an unwitting icon, invited to panels. "Coming out isn't easy," he shared, voice steady. But fame brought trolls, death threats. Leo shielded him, their bond tested by external hate. A subplot emerged. Miguel's betrayal resurfaced. He leaked and used data for profit, implicating innocence. Leo hunted him down in a seedy bar confrontation. "You sold us out." Fists nearly flew, but Leo walked away, choosing growth over violence. The incident underscored revenge's cycle, endless if unbroken. Elena's arc provided contrast. Freed from the engagement, she started a nonprofit for arranged marriage victims, crediting Jordan's courage. Their friendship blossomed, a platonic support system. "You showed me strength," she told him over coffee. As months passed, Victor's death loomed. Jordan visited frequently, dialogues evolving from accusation to understanding. "Why the hate, Dad?" Victor confessed. "Fear. Of weakness, of change." The revelations peeled layers, showing prejudice's roots in personal trauma. Sophia's conviction, probation, community service, sparked outrage. Too lenient, critics cried. She sought redemption, volunteering at LGBT centers. A chance encounter with Leo at one led to uneasy truce. We both paid, she admitted. The interaction highlighted healing's complexity. Forgiveness, not erasure. Jordan and Leo's life stabilized. They moved to a small town upstate, seeking anonymity. Jordan wrote a memoir, channeling pain into purpose. Leo supported, but inner doubts persisted. Did I drag you into this? Their love, resilient, adapted, date nights in parks, quiet commitments. Yet, mended fractures revealed new ones. Jordan's depression deepened, therapy uncovering abandonment issues. Leo's PTSD from prison flared, nightmares of isolation. They navigated together, decisions like couples counseling proving pivotal. A high-stakes offer arrived. A rival company wanted Jordan as consultant, valuing his integrity. Take it, Leo urged. The choice symbolized rebirth, success on his terms. Victor's passing was peaceful, attended by family. His will, revised, left modest sums to Jordan and Sophia, the bulk to charity, including LGBT causes. The twist stunned. A final atonement. At the funeral, siblings reconciled tentatively. We survived, Jordan said. Sophia nodded, tears flowing. The event closed a chapter, but scars remained. In aftermath, Leo and Jordan reflected on journeys. Choices define us, Leo mused. Their story, once revenge, became testament to resilience. Post-funeral, the Harrington siblings faced inheritance's remnants. Jordan used his share for a foundation aiding LGBT youth from conservative families. This is my legacy, he declared at the launch. Sophia, humbled, joined as advisor, her transformation gradual but genuine. I was part of the problem, she admitted in speeches. Their collaboration healed wounds, turning rivalry to alliance. Leo, thriving in advocacy, spoke at events. Prison taught me. Silence kills souls. His story inspired, but personal toll lingered. Trust issues strained friendships. Jordan noticed, encouraging openness. We're safe now. Their home became sanctuary, filled with laughter amid recovery. Societal impact rippled. Harrington Industries, under new leadership, implemented inclusivity policies. Former employees won settlements, crediting the scandal. Media dubbed it the Harrington Awakening, sparking corporate reforms nationwide. Challenges persisted. Anti-LGBT legislation in states threatened progress, prompting Jordan and Leo to lobby in D.C. This fight never ends, Jordan said wearily. Exhaustion tested their bond, but shared purpose strengthened it. A personal crisis hit when Leo's family reached out. Carlos, softened by time, invited reconciliation. At a family dinner in Queens, tensions simmered. We were wrong, his mother conceded. Leo's forgiveness was cautious. It hurt, but I understand fear. The reunion bridged gaps, mirroring Jordan's with Victor. Sophia's redemption arc deepened. She dated openly, confronting her hypocrisies. I hid too, she confided to Jordan. Their bond mended, a testament to change. Elena married for love, inviting the couple to her wedding. The event, joyous, contrasted past facades. You paved the way, she toasted. As years blended, Jordan and Leo considered marriage. In a quiet proposal under stars, Jordan knelt. Through hell, you're my heaven. Leo's yes sealed their commitment, a private ceremony symbolizing triumph. But reflections brought debates. Was revenge justified? Leo pondered. Jordan replied, it was justice. The moral gray lingered, fueling growth. Their foundation grew, helping countless. Stories of rescued teens affirmed choices. We paid dearly, but saved others, Jordan said. In quieter moments, they grappled with losses, wealth, innocence, time. therapy evolved to maintenance tools for enduring. A documentary offer arose, promising exposure. Share our truth, Jordan asked. Leo agreed. If it helps one person. The film, critically acclaimed, humanized their saga. Viewers debated ethics online, echoing the story's core. As life normalized, they adopted a dog, symbolizing family built on choice. This is enough, Leo whispered. Yet the past whispered doubts. Did we choose correctly? The question persisted, a catalyst for ongoing dialogue. With the documentary's release, Jordan and Leo became reluctant celebrities. Interviews delved into psyches. How do you forgive betrayal? Jordan's answer, one day at a time. Leo added, by remembering humanity in villains. The exposure reignited scrutiny, but also support, fan letters from struggling youth. Sophia's role in the foundation flourished. She advocated for policy changes, her past fueling passion. I was the oppressor, now the ally. Her journey inspired, showing redemption's possibility. Victor's legacy shifted posthumously. Biographies revealed his complexities, a product of era, yet capable of late change. Jordan honored him by funding scholarships in his name, focused on diversity. Daily life for the couple settled into rhythm. Jordan consulted remotely, Leo managed the foundation. Weekends in the countryside offered respite, where they hiked and dreamed. No more empires, Jordan joked. Their love, matured, emphasized communication, regular check-ins preventing old rifts. A new conflict arose, adopting a child. Are we ready? Leo worried, citing instabilities. Jordan's enthusiasm clashed. We've overcome worse. The debate highlighted growth. Decisions now collaborative, weighed against past traumas. Family ties strengthened. Holidays with Sophia and Leo's relatives blended worlds. Awkward at first but warming. This is family, Jordan realized. Societal winds shifted. Marriage equality solidified, but battles persisted. They marched in prides, voices amplified. In a reflective anniversary, 5 years post-release, they revisited the garage site, now a park. Here it began, Leo said. Jordan smiled. And ended the lies. The story's end brought closure, but open questions. Lives rebuilt, but at what cost? Relationships mended, yet fragile. Was exposing the truth, despite the pain it caused to family and self, ultimately the right choice?